Good day, sir. Today I will discuss all about my Latin print examination. Before I proceed to my discussions, let me introduce first the word fingerprint. A fingerprint is a composite of the ridge outlines which appears on the skin surface of the bulbs on the inside of the end of joints of the finger and thumbs. There are no two fingers that are exactly alike unless taken from the same finger. The configuration and details are individual remain constant and unchanging till after the final decomposition of the body. The fingerprint is a reliable means of personal identification, and all courts accept and adopt fingerprint as means of fingerprints personal identification. The Latin print I examine is a world type of pattern. Is a world type of pattern. The Latin print is a mating whorl, while the standard print is a inner whorl. I found out that the fingerprint I examine is not identical. I did not I did not found or trace the or identified who is the owner of my Latin print. These are the ridge points I have founded in Latin print, which is the ridge hook, the ending ridge, the bifurcating ridge, the island, the bifurcating ridge, delta, bridge ridge, core. And these are the ridge points I have found in the standard print. These are ending ridge, delta, short ridge, bifurcating ridge, short ridge, core, island, and converging ridge. My findings about my Latin examination is based on my dactyloscopy examination. I found out that the Latin print and the standard print are not identical. It is because the Latin is a mating whorl and the standard print is a inner whorl. And I also found out that they are not the same location and position. In conclusion, I conclude that it is not easy to examine fingerprint, and it is very challenging. And it is very challenging. And it's very challenging. And the Latin print copy is very unclear to identify. That's why I did not identify who is the owner of the Latin print I examine. In order to complete and pass my assigned duty, I patiently worked toward it, and even though I did not identify who is the owner of Latin print, I examine and give all my best and efforts to comply these requirements. That's all.